You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
Massive Trump fraud prompts probe over hostile takeover of July 4th event report, based on an article by David Edwards. Trump turned the 250th into a patronage machine, the power grab. This story is not about a misunderstood celebration. It is about a sitting president and his orbit using public power to hijack a public event. The source material says House Democrats are alleging that the White House tried to bend America 250, a commission Congress created in 2016, to its will, and then routed the operation through Freedom 250 LLC, a separate vehicle presented as a shadow organization. It is the real center of gravity. Institutional power moved from a nonpartisan public commission into a Trump-aligned structure. The issue is not decorum, it is capture. The shell game. Jared Huffman's report describes the maneuver plainly: stack the commission, strong-arm it, then drain it. According to the report, America 250 was supposed to receive $100 million from Congress, but ended up with less than $25 million after the White House's interference. That is not a clerical mistake. It is a political rerouting of public resources. The report also alleges that donors who thought they were giving to America 250 were instead handed Freedom 250 banking information, meaning money may have been diverted without informed consent. If that allegation holds, the scandal is not merely influence peddling. It is a confidence scheme dressed up as patriotism. Illners with a cover. The source says at least one canceled musical act described the booking as a bait and switch, believing it was signing on for a nonpartisan event. That detail matters because it shows how the operation worked to wrap a partisan project in civic branding, then let the branding do the deception. This is how modern political grift hides in plain sight. The public face is celebration. The machinery underneath is access, branding, and extraction. The event becomes a funnel for loyalty and money, not a shared national project. The blame is not faulty. The framing here should not be concerns or questions around administration conduct. The source points to decision makers with names, offices, and motive. The White House is not a passive bystander to the scheme. It is the institution alleged to have staged it. Trump is not an accidental beneficiary. He is the political center the operation was built around. That distinction matters because weak framing is itself a political service. Calling this a lapse, a misunderstanding, or a messy fundraising structure would excuse deliberate conduct as administrative noise. It is not noise. It is organized misuse of public legitimacy. The celebration was the target. America's 250th birthday should have belonged to the public. Instead, according to the report, it was treated as a vehicle for a president's extreme partisan agenda and a pay-to-play structure selling access to him. Senate Democrats are already probing the funding. House Democrats are now documenting the broader pattern. The deeper lesson is ugly and familiar. Authoritarian politics does not only attack elections and thoughts. It colonizes symbols, ceremonies, commissions, and public money, then turns them into private leverage. When a president treats a national milestone as a branding exercise and a fundraising scheme, the corruption is not incidental. It is the point. You've been listening to Systemic Error. Thanks to Roar's story for today's article, with the automated voice of Norman. Thanks for listening.